Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. First question from me. Elena, congratulations on another straight sets win here in Melbourne Park. Just give us your thoughts on your performance today.
Yeah, happy with the win. I think I played better today than the previous matches, so yeah, just happy to be in the quarterfinal.
Thank you. Questions, please? Do you mind? Do you want to start?
Just curious then, what are you happiest about with your improvements then today compared to the previous matches?
I think movement was a bit better than the previous matches. Also, the serve was working. Today was hot, so the ball was flying a lot, and I've got some good service games, and I think the return was also not bad. I had a lot of opportunities to step in on the second serve. That's what I tried to do, and yeah, overall, I think the match was a good one.
Sorry about the heat. I'm curious. Do you feel like you understand how the heat rules work and how the number that they have, the 1 through 5 number? Do you feel like you understand how everything works, or is it still like a mystery to players sometimes?
Well, I'm not focusing on the numbers. I know when they hit rule, they tell us, of course, that we have more time on the changeover, but you just try not to focus so much on the hit and do your job. And if you get opportunity to stay a little bit more in the shade or get extra minutes, it's great.
You want to follow up?
Yes, sure. Different questions. Thoughts on your next opponent, possibly? We don't know who it's going to be yet, but it could be Iga.
Mm-hmm.
You've played a lot. You had a great win over her here 3 years ago. What do you remember about that match and just that matchup in general? I feel like you guys have had a lot of really great matches over your careers.
Yeah, we played many times, and of course, I know that I need to stay aggressive and go for my shots. When we played here, it was, I think, also hot, so the ball was flying, and we will see what's going to be the conditions, who's going to win, but definitely the focus for me is my serve, stay aggressive, and let's see what's going to happen.
Cole?
Hey, Elena, well done. So you've won 17 of your last 18 matches, obviously dating back to the end of last season in Riyadh. Is that something you really think about as you're kind of going far into Melbourne, or is that something that is kind of just like in the past as you are just focused on each match?
Yeah, I don't think at all about the last matches I played last year, because for us sport it's quite a long time already passed, and I'm focusing every day on my practices, on what I need to improve, how I feel, what we need to adjust maybe, and etc. So it's not really about the wins which I had. It's great to remember, but we just need to work and do the things each day.
That's Yulia, who's been about this a few days ago also, but I'm curious for you how much you think switching to Kazakhstan has helped your career at this point, as you look back, as that is a big moment in your development. How much effect has that change had on your career?
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. I just finished school, and it was for me I was making decision to go to maybe study in US or continue as professional, since it was of course not easy financially. I remember I played WTA tournament. I had great result, and they saw me, and that's basically how we found each other. And of course I'm thankful to Kazakhstan and our federation for the help, support, and I think for so many years representing Kazakhstan, bringing so many titles, it's great coming back always and seeing young kids looking up to you, and just generally I think tennis grew a lot in Kazakhstan.
Uzbekistan now is also doing something similar. They've gotten 3 Russian players to switch to Uzbekistan so far. Do you think it can work similarly for them in other countries to sort of copy the Kazakh system?
Well, I don't know what's happening in Uzbekistan. Of course, I know that the players changed, and of course, I think if they have opportunities to step up and have great results in tennis too. Why not? And now they're getting players, and maybe in the future also tennis is gonna grow a lot in Uzbekistan.
Too many.
Obviously, being attacking is what you want to be on court, right? You want to play offensive tennis. I'm curious, and when you're playing offensive tennis, I imagine you want to be on top of the baseline. I'm curious, how much do you actually think about like your court positioning in a match, like where you are in relation to the baseline?
Well, of course, I think the positioning is very important, and it all depends on the shots which I'm making. If it's a deep ball, of course, I try to step in, but I think Iga, she is really moving so well, and if I play against her, I will need to not only stay aggressive, but also change a little bit the shots, maybe some variety and so on. So I'm not necessarily think about the position at certain shots I hit, but for me it's important to stay closer to the baseline and finish the rally closer to the net.
There are quite a few more players at the top of the game who hit with a lot of spin. Obviously, Iga's one of them, but then other players like Coco, I don't know, Paulini, Zhen. How different is it facing that kind of ball compared to a much flatter ball?
It is different, of course. It's different adjustments with the legs, and I think it's a combination of the conditions, because sometimes when it's hot and the ball is flying a lot, it might be more difficult to play these balls with heavy spin. But I think each ball is different, and you need to adjust to it differently.
Did you report that you made friends when you played Australian Open Juniors with like a Melbourne family? Do they come watch you? Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, when I came here for the first time, I was actually alone, and I played here junior Australian Open. I remember I lost, and through my aunt, I met this family. I stayed in their house for a couple, I think, almost for a week after, and they showed me Melbourne. They showed me a lot of nice places, and it stays as a great memory, because now when I come to Melbourne, I don't really have time to visit any places. But we're keeping in touch. Kids are growing. It's also funny to see how time flies and how they changed. But it's a great memory and a great relationship we have.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
In general, do you try to get out and, like, during a tournament, did you go for a coffee or anything like that, or are you someone who's tournament site to hotel and nothing?
Well, I don't go outside much, to be honest, especially this time. I don't know why, but mostly it's course, hotel, and I eat in the room, and the days are actually passing quite quick. So this time I would say it's a bit boring. Before the tournament, I had some time. I spent time with this family, with friends, but now it's quite boring, yeah.
All right, I think we'll leave it there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.